What's going on, everybody? This is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity, and my job is to invoke thought to help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you. Now this video is my part one to my series, What the Celebrities Don't Want Us to Know. Now, there's a lot of people out there that you look up to, that your children may look up to, that are advertising and endorsing products they don't even take on their own. I'm going to get into a few. We'll get into some of them, and we'll get into some even more. Now, being that this is hitting me at home, because my favorite athlete is number one on this list, I need to let you know why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because maybe the people who are advertising the products don't know what they're doing, but whether they don't or they do know what they're doing, they're getting paid millions of dollars to lie to you. Because we can use our common sense and understand they're not taking these products. So we're getting to a few. Now, you know the Oreo company, right? Oreo has a couple of athletes that you may know of that endorse Oreo. Now, when they endorse Oreo, they're obviously making commercials while they're eating Oreos, which means you think they're eating Oreos, right? We have Venus Williams, Peyton Manning, and Shaquille O'Neal. Now, the only one that's believable that eats Oreos all day is Shaquille O'Neal, right? Now, Venus Williams is one of the greatest women tennis players of all time. And Eli Manning is what they once was, a great quarterback. But nonetheless, he's in the NFL, he's a professional athlete. And the carbs and sugar in the Oreos alone will make you think that these guys aren't eating this stuff all day. Let's get into another one. His brother, Peyton Manning, who is in a Papa John commercials. Now, this guy had a neck injury. He had surgery, and he needed rapid healing, right, for that neck injury so he could win that Super Bowl. This guy is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. His conditioning and his preparation is off the charts. You think this man's eating Papa John's all day? But I'm sure they're paying him to say it, right? Another one. Let's go into David Beckham. He's a soccer player, right? And he advertises, what does he advertise? Oh, Burger King. Now, I'm going to get into what fast food is really doing to you, but do you think he's doing that? But I really want to touch on my favorite athlete because I'm going to use my own experience to help you out. Once I do research, well, I want to help everybody else with their families as well and their lives, and their kids are looking up to these athletes. Now, LeBron James is good and bad for two things. LeBron has enriched his community. He's a black athlete, and I don't want to just bash my own people, but when they're being paid millions of dollars, they're really like high-priced mercenaries if they're not taking this stuff, right? Now, let's look at LeBron James' body of work. LeBron James is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. In my list, he's number 2 before Michael Jordan. He hasn't passed Michael Jordan yet. Now, it's debatable, but he's the most durable athlete of all time. This guy is 6'9", he's 250 pounds, pure muscle, a physical specimen, the most durable athletes never with a major injury of all time. But he's endorsing companies like Sprite, McDonald's, Powerade. Now, if you look at what soda does to you, which I'm going to get into, and Powerade and the content of sugar in all these drinks, you'll think about if LeBron is actually drinking this stuff, because there's no way an athlete could be this durable and last this long over 14 years playing that many games, playoff games, and being at that high level. He's been the number 1 basketball player for a long time. And if you look at a basketball player who don't take care of himself compared to one who does, let's use an example of Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose's diet was horrible. I don't know if y'all know this, but Derrick Rose used to eat like Skittles and cereal every morning when he was in college, and he took the habits to the NBA. Now, it didn't catch up to him because he was very young, but Derrick Rose was a freakish 6'2" guard athlete who could jump out the gym, much like Russell Westbrook right now. Now, preparation is different, but when you put it into your body, it, in the end, gets up to you, because when you put sugar in your body all the time, you mess up your joints and your muscle development, your growth. And even if you have natural talent, you must take care of your body. Now, what happened to Derrick Rose, we all know. He started to do all this, and then all of a sudden he started to get injury after injury. His body started to break down. Meanwhile, LeBron James was on the skyrocket, and he's still at the top of his game. Now, there's no way this athlete can drink Sprite. But let's get into how much LeBron James was paid when he was drinking Sprite to endorse this product. Now, in 2005, LeBron James pumped millions into his portfolio by signing a 6-year marketing deal with Coca-Cola. that will pay him more than $2 million per year. Sources said it was a large beverage deal signed by a basketball player. Coca-Cola announced it will use James in campaigns for both its Sprite and Powerade brands, which will include special LeBron packaging. Powerade is second to Gatorade in sports drink sales with about 14% of the market. Gatorade owns 83%. That was 2005. Now they came with LeBron because Kobe was going through that rape case stuff, and they needed somebody else to back their product. Another black athlete, of course, they used. And Kobe was going through it, so they didn't know how long Kobe was going to last. So they said, we're going to go ahead and rock with LeBron right now. And then Kobe got, dropped, and he got some of his endorsements back. Let's get into some more stuff. Now, Coca-Cola said it will believe James that will receive some sort of additional compensation should Powerade grow to his endorsement deal. Powerade also did grow a lot, so James got a lot of money on the back end from that as well. Now, LeBron James said this load of bullshit. I've been drinking Sprite and Powerade for a long time. James said in a statement released Thursday, I have always admired the way Sprite and Powerade spoke to young people and athletes, and I can't wait to be a part of it. Powerade speaks to you all right. It releases that dopamine in your brain that makes you feel like you're happy when you drink it, and you want to drink more of it. It makes you pretty much a fiend for it. It speaks to you all right. It speaks to the leptin in your brain that no longer works when you drink it and tell your body you're still thirsty because all the sugar, in the fructose, it bypasses that hormone in your brain called leptin, which tells you you're full. But when you're drinking this stuff, it doesn't tell you you're full, which means you don't think that you're, done with it yet. Now, if you look at the content of sugar and Powerade and the soda drinks, you will realize this stuff, there's no way an athlete can be this durable and still drink this stuff, correct? So why is he telling us to drink it? It was a commercial LeBron had put out a little while ago. Actually, it was like last week I saw it. And it said it was a Sprite commercial. And it said, well, I didn't tell you to drink it. I just asked you if you wanted one. You see the manipulation of words? My third eye picked that shit up right away. He's pretty much trying to cover his tracks because LeBron realized that telling people to drink Sprite is messing up his image. So somebody in advertising and marketing said, okay, so don't tell him to drink it. Just ask him if they want one. Because I know you're not drinking it. There's no way you can drink it being the most durable athlete of all time with no major injuries in your whole entire 14 career. Even Michael Jordan had injuries in his career. Even Kobe Bryant had injuries in career. So how is LeBron, this physical specimen of an athlete who takes care of his body overwhelmingly, incredibly, is drinking Sprite and Powerade all day, and McDonald's, because he's also back McDonald's and Bubblicious as well. Think about it. Use your third eye with this one. Now, Pepsi paid Beyonce, her body's incredible, right? Paid Beyonce $50 million to endorse their product. They paid her $50 million. They paid Justin Timberlake, McDonald's, they paid him $6 million for the I'm Lovin' It soundtrack. Think about it, y'all, because he was behind the I'm Lovin' It soundtrack, right? Oh, Justin Timberlake's in McDonald's now. I want some McDonald's. But let's talk about what McDonald's does to you, right? Now let's talk about, first thing, McDonald's is not even real food. But they say it's heinously unhealthy. It has so much sodium and unhealthy fat, sugar, and empty carbs, it's staggering. It's the exact opposite of what any doctor or nutritionist would consider a healthy diet. A 2004 study published, The Lancet, found that eating fast food more than twice a week is linked to rapid weight gain, increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and sometimes fatal cardiovascular health problems. In fact, the processed fat in McDonald's food promotes endothelial dysfunction, which is a link to erectile dysfunction down the road. Are you serious? But you're drinking it. And you're eating it, and you're letting your kids eat this stuff because they feel like their athletes are doing it so they can do it. But when they get fat and athletes don't, they're wondering what's going on. That's because your athletes are lying to you. They're being paid millions and millions upon millions of dollars to use their influence to make you want to buy their products. Right? Now, I want to get into something else, right? Let's get into soda and what soda actually does to you. Drinking too much soda can cause an array of negative effects in your body. Even if you drink diet soda, carbonated soda drinks do not contain any beneficial nutrients, but typically contribute to excessive calories and sugar in your diet. Now, they say start swapping out with a bottle of water. Like, if I was you, I would just cut all soda out in general. They also say drink soda with a straw. But what happens if you drink soda with a straw? It still gets in your body. It bypasses your teeth, which causes teeth decay, which I drank a lot in my early 20s, right? Which I need to get, like, my teeth fixed or whatever, because I obviously, are experiencing the after effects of soda, which means I drank a lot of it in my 20s, right? Because my athletes are drinking it, so why not me, right? But I don't have the nice teeth that my athletes have, so what's going on, right? So now, let's go into what it causes after you get past the teeth and they say drink it with a straw. Now, it causes dehydration, massively dehydration. High levels of caffeine in some sodas today lead to dehydration. Caffeine is a natural diuretic and causes your body to excrete fluid through urine. Since caffeinated sodas can make you use the restroom frequently, and do not consume it if you are exercising in a live or hot climate, you may be more likely to suffer from the effects of dehydration, such as thirst and fatigue. Water is the direct opposite. All right, drinking water helps you stay fully hydrated, so you can drink it while working out or playing in the sun. Have you ever had like soda or like icy or something like that, and it got really, really thirsty? Because it's a natural diuretic and it causes your body to pee a lot. Which when you're peeing a lot and you're not drinking a lot of water, that means that you're going to be thirsty. You're going to cause fatigue and you're not getting oxygen to your body. And does that sound like something that's talking to children? Is it really talking to children? Think about it, LeBron. Is it really talking to children? Which is why you may have changed your commercial. I love you to death, LeBron, for what you're doing to your community, and to your town. But you got to stop endorsing these products that are terrible. For real, LeBron, for real. I mean, for $1. How much money can one man have? You don't have to do this stuff. Maybe when you first came in the NBA, but not right now, y'all. Come on. When he came to the NBA, Sprite paid him $100 million off the rip. It was actually more than his endorsement contract to be even playing for the Cavaliers. They paid him $100 million. $100 million. Alright? Now, it also causes weight gain. If you drink soda as your beverage of choice, you may be at the risk for weight gain. Consuming an extra 3,500 calories leads to 1 pound of weight gain, explains in the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. For example, if you drink 100 calorie sodas per day, 500 calorie sodas per day, totaling 500 calories, you can gain 1 pound in a week. Start by exchanging your soda for 1 glass of water. This cuts around 700 calories from your diet per week, which may help you with weight loss if you continue to eliminate soda drinks. Since water is calorie-free, you can drink as much as you want without worrying about weight gain. Let's talk about what sugar does, because I'm going to get into a series alone of what sugar does, because sugar by itself is a killer. It's so much of a killer. It's like it's taking me over 2 weeks to bring all the evidence to you about fructose, glucose, saccharose, and all this stuff, because they put all this stuff into your sugar to bypass your leptin and let you know that you're not hungry, which means you're going to eat a bunch of sugar, which is how somebody can go from this to this, because I've never seen a skinny skeleton anywhere. So how can somebody constantly consume all this food when your body's not meant to take all this food in? Because you're tricking your brain. The sugar is tricking your brain. Now, subconsciously, if you watch TV a lot and you watch a lot of sports, you'll be more influenced by this stuff. And they understand to get your mind, they have everything. And when they do this and they use your favorite athlete to be this physical specimen that you always want to be, because a lot of people want to be built like athletes, but you don't understand these athletes aren't even taking the products that they're actually endorsing. So if you take these products and you believe the athletes taking them, they understand they got your money and they got your health, and then you're going to transfer right over to the pharmaceutical industry where they make money because they're all in cahoots to make you sick because it makes them rich. You must enrich your minds, people, and be smarter than this. Even though they are great athletes and they have great bodies, they're high-priced mercenaries. In part 2, I'm going to get into the diets a lot of them actually do, and not the other ones that they say they do to sell you another product. Whatever makes them a lot of money, they'll go ahead and sell it to you, regardless if they take it or not. If I sell anything to you or I recommend something to you, I'm taking it. And I'm not going to say I'm taking it. I'm taking everything I talk about. So if you want to be smarter, you need to do your research on what these athletes are getting paid to tell you lies and what these athletes are actually taking. Which is why he changed his commercial up. I love you, LeBron, but stop the bullshit, because I ain't beat. Neither are my kids. Right? So besides that, wait for part 2. That's coming out tomorrow. This is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity, and my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you.